Welcome back. My name is Thomas Maurer, and I'm here and honored by having the presence of Peter Sveum, Senior Distinguished Engineer and International Chief Architect at Veritas, to talk about Veritas and data protection challenges, and as well as their presence on VMware Explore in Barcelona. So, Peter, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here, Thomas. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, it's great to have you. So data protection in general is obviously a huge topic in the
Yeah.
industry. And obviously you are working with a lot of customers there. Can you tell me a little bit about the customers' challenges, especially in these multi-cloud worlds we are in right now?
Yeah, I think we see sort of three core challenges. Everybody's obviously concerned with ransomware and making sure that they are protected against ransomware attacks and able to recover from them if attacked or when attacked. The other key thing is cloud or hybrid cloud and multi-cloud, which is kind of a flip of the same challenge, but the reality that they have to operate their IT services in multiple different environments, and it's hard to get visibility and to maintain that security posture across the environment. And then the last aspect is cost, right? The adoption of cloud happens so rapidly. Some customers are really surprised that the bill for the cloud consumption is going up as well. And balancing, their requirements from resiliency, ransomware protection, and then a hybrid cloud business model, that's very difficult to do in line with their expected cost challenges as well.
No, absolutely. I mean, I definitely see these challenges as very valid, especially things do not get less complex, right? If we start to do multi-cloud and hybrid, and there's an absolute need for that. I think we see like 90%, 93% even of companies doing a hybrid or multi-cloud strategy. And so, yeah, there's definitely need for all of that. So what does Veritas do to actually help with that?
So principally, Veritas has a real focus on ensuring that we meet our customers' requirements, and certainly ransomware has been the number one challenge that we've sort of addressed. Try and make sure that we take this challenge really seriously, and we provide them not just with the tools and capabilities to address the challenge, but that we actually operationalize it in a way that's easy for them to adopt. And that they get rock solid ransomware resiliency protection. And then the other key thing is, so when it comes to balancing the usage of cloud, our idea here is really to ensure that they have a simple operational model that they can follow, that they can leverage the same data protection tools on-prem as in the cloud. And that they can really have that journey of going from on-prem to cloud be seamless, and that they can have the same operational capabilities in the multi-cloud architecture. And then third, that the capabilities that we build, while based on the same technology set, is in line with the way in which the cloud or the services in the cloud are going to get consumed, so that we leverage the elasticity of the cloud to really drive down the costs. Use the storage, use the compute, use the network resources that you need, but move the minimum amount of data and still retain, a ransomware protected copy that you can use to recover, that you use it to recover both in the cloud or back on-prem if needed.
Oh, that's fantastic, especially like this cost optimization, obviously. And then also what I like very much is like having this control plane and these capabilities which span across different clouds and also in hybrid cloud. Now, you also mentioned obviously ransomware and cybersecurity. These are really big topics currently in this, and you talked a little bit that you're addressing that. Can you explain a little bit more in detail what you're doing there?
Yeah, this is really tied back to making sure that we adhere to industry best practices. But number one step is having the tools and capabilities to gain visibility end to end, so that you can see whether you're using our tools or competing tools or even other tools. Know what you have, and that know how it's being protected, and that it is being protected in line with your own corporate policies. That helps both from a ransomware protection perspective as well as from a resiliency perspective, right? That you can actually recover when you need to. But it also gives you visibility into the attack surface that your bad actors, your threat vectors, are going to come from. The second thing is making sure that you have the capability to ensure that the data is being transported encrypted and stored in an encrypted format. And then the third aspect is that it is stored in indelible and immutable format. So that you cannot be deleted and it cannot be overwritten in some way. That the worm capability has an embedded secure clock that cannot be hacked. There's also other additional best practices that we put in there. Role-based access control, zero trust, ensuring that we limit the amount of admin access to the environment as much as possible. When needed, we can elevate, but that we have the capability to ensure that we protect that last line of defense, which is your data protection solution, ensuring that you really can recover when things really go wrong.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love that. I think that's very important work, especially like in these days, right? Where companies even set up or set money aside, like Bitcoins aside,
Yeah.
protect from these attacks to like then buy themselves out if protection would fail. So better invested in a solution like that where you can recover is definitely a good thing. Now, I know that we need to talk about VMware Explore in Barcelona, and I know that Veritas has a presence there. So what are you doing there?
Yeah, so we're going to do 2 breakout sessions. One, we're going to focus really on the end-to-end capability of what we do, both from availability, data protection, and insight, drawing the complete picture and how Veritas can be a partner for our customers. But the other key thing is we're going to dig into details around how we protect data in VMware, vSphere, and Tanzu, and how we can do that within the same tool sets, both in on-premise and in the cloud. What the new capability that we brought to that ecosystem, which is quite cool. I mean, I'm very enthusiastic, but I like it. And that we're going to do some live demos, and we're going to actually showcase how that works.
No, this is awesome. Definitely super interesting topics to go to these sessions. Does Veritas also have a booth there and some presence there? And can I do something there?
Absolutely, Thomas. So we're going to have a booth. We're going to have 6 demo stations. We've lined up about 12 different demo scenarios that we can, come and see a specific scenario you want to, or ask us questions. We'd be manned with experts. We're also going to do sort of in-booth mini theater sessions about every hour with our partners as well as with our experts. So you'll have plenty of opportunity to come talk to us. And if need be, we can set aside, one-to-one in meeting rooms to really dig deeper if there's a specific question you have.
Oh, this is fantastic. I definitely highly recommend going by the booth, especially if we want to learn about these topics when it comes to data protection and especially in these multi-cloud challenges. So obviously, since I have you on this call or video, if you will, I want to ask you, so what is the future bringing when it comes to data protection and what Veritas is doing? Because I know that you have some really cool things in the pipeline.
Yeah, we do. It's kind of awesome. So we've been experimenting and working towards a goal of providing our customers with what we call autonomous data protection. So already in our data protection platform NetBackup, there's a lot of automation embedded. And essentially, we are building this in a way that is going to allow us to allow our customers to really set the criteria for how you want to protect your data, and let the engine drive the car, or rather let the car drive itself, right? Solve that problem through automation, both when it comes to detecting new workloads, setting up the path for how that data is going to be protected based on your criteria, and then have intelligent reporting capability that gives you the insight to say, okay, hey, I need to change that, and then right away apply that across the board to the relevant the workloads. That is also going to come in the future as a service offerings, as well as bring your own. So you'll have both, and we'll have the capability for you to unify those. So where as a service makes sense, use that. Where bring your own makes sense, and then unify the two, both with your in cloud, on premise, in VMware, whatever it is, IaaS, PaaS, or SaaS. You get one platform for everything.
Okay, no, this sounds really exciting. So the future sounds really exciting. So for the people who are now watching this and want to learn more, we obviously will put a couple of links in the description below, but where should they go? Where can they learn more about that?
Yeah, Veritas.com is your place to go. And if you want to see more about what I just talked about, there's a Veritas.com/Alta, which is where we have our future stuff put in place with lots of launch videos that you can go and have a look at.
No, this is awesome. So thank you very much, Peter, for the talk today. That was really exciting. And thanks for everyone watching. Make sure you check out the Veritas sessions and the Veritas booth at VMware Explore. And if you like that video, hit the subscribe button and like the video. Thank you.